Hey everyone. Well, as you know, let me check and see if you can hear me. Let me check and see if you can hear me. Oh my goodness. How's everyone been? Ladies, married ladies, wives, how's you been? How's everybody doing? This is your very own amazing Rashida Malade Sule, and I cannot wait. I have so much stuff, amazing stuff planned out for us. But let me just check real quick. Let me check in to make sure that everyone is hearing me clearly. Um, Married, let's talk. Okay, I see you. I see you, but we got to make sure you're hearing me. Okay, good. It looks good. It looks good. All right. Okay. Why is it getting blurry? Come on. Okay, good. How's everybody doing? All my wives in the house, I first of all want to say that I am so forever grateful. Like a big, huge, it was a big, huge mountain not too long ago, like maybe 2 weeks ago. My dad was not feeling well, and but I'm so grateful. He is so good right now. And everybody just continue to keep my family in prayer. We are amazing right now. And we'll continue to forever be grateful to how God just did everything. So I wanted to just get on here and talk a little bit about Married Let's Talk, because I'm thinking that, I don't know, maybe some people just don't understand what the ministry is truly all about. So I just wanted to break that down here for you all, that, you know, if you're already in our group, if you're already in the Facebook group, thank you so much for being there. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for, you know, just being a part of, our world and the tribe that we are building. If you're not already on there, just go on Facebook and you can put in Married Let's Talk. If you are a wife already, yeah, come through. Don't do this by yourself. The What women, married women, are experiencing right now, it's shocking to me. Like, it's really shocking to me. There was a point in life, in this world, where if you were married, to be married was envied. To be married was something of, oh my God, I can't wait to be married. I can't wait to, do this, that, and the third in my marriage. I can't wait. It was envied. But now it seems as if the singles are literally pushing being single to a lot of married women. And you see homes are being broken. So many things are going on. Despite the fact, I'm not saying that, things that are happening in the marriage is what's causing a lot of divorces. But then again, women, I need you to understand that wherever you put your ears, where's your ears? Who are you listening to? Who are you hanging around with? Who are you chilling with? You got to be careful. You know how it says, show me your friend and I'll know who you are? That still applies. It still applies. Show me your friend. Show me who you are listening to. And I can literally tell you how far your marriage will go, how far it will last, how long it will last. My title today was Women Are Builders. Women are builders. Wives are entrepreneurs. Because we're in it. We're building this marriage. We're making sure children are fine. We're making sure husband's business, his mindset, everything is in place. You know, we are building a whole generation. We are entrepreneurs. We're making sure that every facet of the business is running well. So I now got to a place where I was asking myself, what's the definition of an entrepreneur? What's the definition of an entrepreneur? And not everybody can be an entrepreneur. I'm going to definitely get back to when I was talking about before marriage was envied. And now it just seems as if our children don't even want to be married. You know, you hear so many people that say, I'm so not interested in marriage. What is an entrepreneur? Who is an entrepreneur? You see, wife, if you haven't already, if you've been married long enough, obviously you've noticed, the challenges that comes with marriage. Marriage is not your bed of roses, but it can be so, 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 so amazing. There's no relationship that's perfect. There's no relationship that is perfect, but you can make it so, so, so amazing. So I go into everything with, what are my goals? In this marriage, what is my goal? What do I want the outcome to be? In my relationship with my children, what's my goal? What do I want the outcome to be? In my relationship with friends, what is my goal? What would I like this outcome to be? Wife, you are an entrepreneur. You need to understand, if you don't already know, you need to understand that in business, in marriage, relationships, there are going to be challenges. But let's not focus on the challenge. Let's focus on the outcome of, if this were to happen, what will I do? Stop waiting for something to happen before you take care, or before you have an answer, or before you know what the end is going to be. Don't do that. Don't be, there's nothing wrong with dreaming. There's nothing wrong with, thinking everything is just going to be, oh, so jolly, so great. Because if that's the outcome that you want, that's the outcome that you're going to get. But when you're in it, how do you take care of all that? How do you come above it without breaking down, without losing the fight or losing the war? Hmm. Hmm. So I go back into, once upon a time, marriage was envied. Now it seems as if, let me take you through this scenario. Married women, you will go into a room full of maybe some singles, you're married, some people are married, and people will be looking at you like, oh my God, she's married, she has children, look at her ring, she looks so amazing. You were envied. Now You walk into a room and you're married, and they're looking at you like, ugh, good Lord, been with the same man for over 20 years? What's she going through? Oh, she going through. Oh, she going through some things. What? It's not every marriage that's going through some things. Majority of marriages are happy. People are happy in marriage. Matured women, wives, they know how to handle this thing called marriage. And I'm not saying the ones that are not in it are not matured and they don't know how to handle this, but there's some training that many people miss. There's some things that you missed out on, my love. There's some things that you missed out on. There's certain things that you are listening to, certain people you're listening to, certain things that you are a part of that's making you question, am I truly living life to the fullest? That's making you question, is this marriage thing even for me? Don't do that. Don't do that. If you are a wife and there's just so much that you're going through that you don't even understand what to say to this man that's just going to change situations, what you need to do that's going to make everything better, be a part of our community. Let's talk about it. We talk about it, we pray about it, we send good vibes and great energy to you. Because there's a lot of my ladies, and we are having a great time in marriage. We understand it. We get it. We get the assignment. That's the issue. A lot of wives are not understanding that your marriage is an assignment. Because when I see it like an assignment, then it's easier for me to work at it. When I see it as a business, it's easier for me to be a great partner. When I see it as this cannot fail, doesn't mean I turn myself into a carpet, but that communication of me sitting down and looking at the bigger picture, of me understanding my business, my company, my home, my husband, my children, me understanding this to the T helps me to build a greater business, help me to be a better entrepreneur. You cannot be great in your job, but you are horrible in your kingdom assignment, which is marriage at home. It doesn't work that way. Something is not right. Something is not right. Something is not right. If you are experiencing some things, maybe you still have young children, and it's just challenging for you to juggle it all. And you begin to wonder, why am I doing this by myself? Why is he, my spouse, not helping me out here? Be a part of what we're doing. Let's take these questions into the group. Let's take these questions into the group. Let's talk a little bit more about it. You have sisters that can give you advice, that can help you make the load a little bit lighter, where you can get over certain seasons, graduate to other seasons that would just make your life so much more better. I talk to women, I said, you cannot come into a marriage and forget who you are because you're trying to satisfy everybody and their mama. It don't work that way. Your husband needs you to be you, to be the woman that he married, to be great. He needs you to be that. He needs you to be that. We need you to be that. Because there was something, I'm going to read it now. If you're already in our group, you'll see it on the side where it says about. Married, let's talk. If you haven't read that part and you're in the group, take time to read what we're all about. And I'm going to read it here. Married, let's talk. It consists of amazing. Let me take it here. Let me bring it here so it's not like my. Yeah. Lord. Y'all see me? Okay. Married, let's talk. And that's exactly what it is. If you're married, let's talk. Let's have this conversation. If you're married, let's have this conversation. Let me take this out. Just give me a second. I'm sorry. You know, a lot of we don't have we have to force time. You know, everybody don't want to make time anymore, and we have to. We have to make time for what's important. I'm going to read to you exactly what Married Let's Talk, what the group is. You go to the about, you go into the group, Married Let's Talk. I'll let you in. And you go to the about. Married Let's Talk consists of amazing women who believe in God and His plan for marriage. Because you see, the reason why you cannot take God out of marriage is because He orchestrated it. He created it. But once you take Him out, then there is no marriage. Marriage can't work. And you can't fake it to work. Because He is the love that's in the middle of the both of you. Okay? Married Let's Talk is a group that's formulated for married women of faith to learn from one another, share information that will help us to grow as wives who understands kingdom plans and assignment for marriage. Okay? As wives, it's high time we value our calling and teach our daughters and sons the importance of marriage and the importance of knowing who you are before and after marriage. As married women, we ought to empower each other to build and rebuild marriages to be fun, to be healthy, passionate, wealthy, worth living for. We make an effort to get to know each other better in order to learn from each other's strengths and rejoice in each other's victories. Our goal is to educate wives on the roles and responsibility of a wife and what it really takes to have a great marriage, starting with knowing who you are and loving who you are. with no apologies. We truly believe that all this world needs, I truly believe that all this world needs to be great again is in building several strong homes by having a strong understanding of marriage God's way. Because a strong, happy marriage begets a strong foundation in the home. And a strong foundation begets strong children. And strong, happy children begets a strong, happy nation. But all of this starts with strong knowledge of who you are. First, what we're building here are healthy, prayed up, happy queens. That's what we're building. That's what we're building. So it's one thing to be a wife who don't know who she is. It's another thing to be a strong wife who understands the kingdom assignment. Marriage is of the Lord. Without him in that marriage, it can't work for you. It can't work for your children. You have to understand who you are. You have to be in a tribe with other wives who understands the struggles that you may be experiencing so that they can pull you out by praying you through. It's necessary. If you are a Christian woman, a Christian wife, and you're not taking majority of things to God in prayer, because that's the first thing you do. You take it to him in prayer, yeah? After you've done that, then you bring it to your tribe and let them help you out. This is a place where you have to open up and be vulnerable. Yeah. You've been hurt before. You've been this because, you said some things. I'll get it. We sign a contract here. And the contract is whatever we say here stays here. Whatever we say here stays here. And if we should ever hear it anywhere else, you're out. We don't need them kind of sisters. We need sisters that have each other's backs. We need sisters whose overall joy is to see you be empowered, whose overall joy is to see you thrive, who sees your struggles and they're able to say, you know what, sis, I was here and this is what helped me. Because regardless whether you own a business or not, you are an entrepreneur. You are building legacies. You have children. You have a home that you're living in. You're building that. You designed all of that. You did all of that. You cook. You clean? You go to work? You come back home and start work all over again? 24 hours, 7 days a week. We're catering to the husband. We're catering to the children. We're catering to everything and everybody. Sis, you need to start catering to yourself as well. Put yourself in that equation. Because without you, if you fall, if something happens to you, who is making sure that all this stuff is standing, if something shall happen to you, that whole castle is going to come tumbling down. That whole castle is going to come tumbling down. So you need to take care of you. Because you are the entrepreneur that's making it all stand. And you know this. You need to get back to your trust factor, where you're able to trust again. Where you're able to trust again. Where you understand that this is not for better, for stay, for worse, for go. This is not what that is. This is not what that is. So I wanna tell you that if you are going through things, we can help you with that. Don't get tired. Don't allow your spouse to make it look as if you don't know what the heck you're doing. Get yourself together. Get into a tribe. Get into a group of married women. You may choose not to talk to all of us. You can pick one or two that you know that you can really open up to and talk to, that will pray with you, that will help you out. It's going to pray with you and help you out. Because you know, when you're okay, the home is okay. Remember my lingo. Happy wife, happy life. Happy wife, happy home. It's still the same. Don't let nobody tell you anything else. Have you ever experienced you come home and your children like, oh, thank you, Lord. Mom, welcome back. I wanted to share with you today that I'm going to be having some mini teachings with you. So if you're not already in a place where we can have that protection, where what we say there stays there, get in that group. I'm going to be sharing a wife and her body. I'm going to be sharing a wife and her soul. I'll be teaching on wife and her ministry, wife and her finances, wife and her personality. Many don't even understand their own personality, talk less of understanding a man's personality. You have to understand it. You have to know, how does it affect you? And how can you rise above it? The war right now, if that is what you choose to believe, is creating marriages that seem not to work, because they just feel that marriage is not the end thing anymore. Who in the world told y'all that? But what I realize is that our young sisters, ladies, are getting into relationships without knowing what marriage really entails. Marriage is fun. Whoever told you otherwise, or whatever it is that you're seeing, that's not the foundation. That's how they chose to do it. Marriage is good. And marriage can be extremely amazing. But before you say I do to any man, you need to understand that you are the builder. You need to understand it's not a 50%, 50%, my love. Never that. Never that. Never that. But at the end of the day, will you have a fulfilling marriage, a beautiful home? It's up to you. What do you desire? It's up to you. But one thing I can tell you is that you can't do it alone. That's one thing I can guarantee. One thing I can guarantee you. You cannot. You can't do it alone. You need a tribe, sis. You need a tribe. There was something that God said in the scripture said in Titus. The older ones will teach and educate the younger ones. And this is what I've chosen to do. Age is not really about age. It's mostly about maturity. Or you being young in marriage. Don't look at my age now. You're probably 60, 55. Don't look at my age now. Look at what is she saying? Can it be true? The younger one, educate and teach and train the older ones, educate and teach and train the younger ones so that they know how to love their husbands, so that you will not be a nuisance in this thing called marriage, so that the dream of having a fun, amazing marriage will also be your dream. Even if the guy is already acting up, girl, get up in this group. You can still have an amazing marriage, even if the guy is acting up. Okay? All right. So that's what I'm going to tell you all today. I wanted to say that you are entrepreneurs. And you know what? I'm also going to read this for you. Entrepreneurs, there's going to be some things that's going to happen in your business. You know, defying social expectations. I need you to understand that your business is your business. Your home is your home. It is like no other person's home. The way that you guys assess funds in your home, be about that. How much is coming into your home? How much is going out? How much more is needed? What can I do to bring in more? You know, are you struggling to be taken seriously because you're a woman and you're married? Girl, please. Let's talk about that. Are you feeling unappreciated in your marriage? Let's talk about that. You know, you have to own up to your accomplishments. You know what you do in that home. You should also know who you are in that home. You should know who you are in that home. Don't be a bully about it. Don't be prideful about it. Be loving about it. Building a support system is very important. Entrepreneurs have that. They have masterminds. You can't do it alone. coping with fear and failure. How are you to do that? You don't go into the marriage thinking, oh my God, this marriage is going to fail, because just the thought of that has already caused it to fail. Just the thought. Just the thought. You don't go to a marathon already thinking, oh my God, I'm going to fail. That's a thought. You've already failed. So I came on here today to tell you, if you're about to get married, look out for my little short video on couples counseling before you get married. And if you're already married, no matter how many years of marriage, still the same thing for these men. Still the same thing. As you're growing, as you're reaching different seasons, you're changing. Wife, let's begin to have fun in ourselves in order to have fun in our marriage. What is being thrown out there to our children is saying that marriage is not fun. It's saying that marriage is not worth it. And it is worth it. Because there's times when you can't even express yourself. Sometimes all I do, my husband can come home, I'll just hug him. Tell him, give me a hug. Sometimes you gotta tell him what to do. I need a hug. I don't want to say nothing. I just need a hug. Sometimes it's good to have a listening ear. A lot of things that you're expecting from your spouse, you should first of all give to him before expecting it. You're expecting what he doesn't even know how to do. Why? Because we're mothers. You didn't teach your sons, so don't expect them to know it as husbands. But there's so much to talk about. So much to talk about. So much to nail on. Watch out for me. Watch out for me. Come through. Come in this group. Let me show up for you. Let me help you with some things. I don't condone abuse in marriage. But what I'm seeing more of is women abusing themselves. Mentally, emotionally, you're abusing yourself. Because if you knew the true definition of abuse, you would know that the chatters that you're having in your head, the things that you're saying to yourself, you are abusing yourself. At the end of it all, there's a way that you can get all of that mental chatter out of your head. I'm not saying the whole answer or the end all be all is you being in a community or you having a tribe of wives. But it's the beginning. It's the beginning. Too many women are going through mental issues right now because of the so many tasks that they have to be about. You need a tribe. Thank you so much for taking time to listen to me. Gotta go. Take care all. I'm so happy if you're listening to this right now. I can't wait till you come into the group and be a part of what we're doing. It's going to blow your mind. It's going to blow your mind. Take care. Have a good one.